You guys ever had a thing where it was like your project or a video or something that you were in the process of could get completely deleted and start over?
Gabo's already laughing, so let him start.
Couple of examples. Yeah,
It just happened to me like 3 days ago. On my way from Utah, I was passing the camera videos to my phone because I edit in my phone. So I duplicate the footage and my phone gets full. So a video that I was doing, really cool video with a lot of outtakes and crazy shots, I have it in a file. And by mistake, I deleted. So I lost it.
Even the duplicate?
No, well,
Did you hear that too? Even the duplicate.
I know. Shut up. Duplicate.
Hey, you're talking Japanese now.
You got me talking Japanese. Great. Thank you.
No. So I delete the duplicate ones, right? And by mistake, I select the folder that I was editing that outtakes video.
The border, I got you.
Yeah, the border.
You hear Ben's mic's on mute, but he said border over there too.
Hey, can you help me here, please?
No, I can't.
You're fit to talk Gabonese now.
Yeah, a little bit. I've been,
Was there absolutely no way to recover?
No, dude. I tried, and well, let's be honest. I recovered like 3 or 4 clips because I put it in my laptop.
Okay.
But dude, there was he's gone, so I will say it. There was footage me picking out Final Fight guy, and people sign it. There was the footage that I was doing a business with Ben in Game Tower. I bought a couple of Super NES bangers.
You lost that?
Sorry, Ben.
Oh, wait, did the footage get completely deleted out too?
Yeah, I lost it.
Not just the project itself. You literally lost.
The project is there, but the app that I use, if you delete the clips, the project is empty. You know? So
dang, Ben, he really didn't want you to be on that show, bro.
Sorry.
So like
no, I still have footage of Ben.
In terms
personal and hunting too.
Don't show him that footage.
I thought you were gonna say something else. Like,
in terms of like the viewers at home, like how long do you think it takes for you to edit on your phone those videos, and then when something like happens?
How long does it take you to edit a video?
The honest, I'm super lazy. So a video, like I like to put long videos. Thank you, Rifo. Probably like a half-hour video. It can take me like in hours. Probably like 8 hours. Because I don't. Come on, I don't.
Suck, dude.
Yeah, I suck.
I'm just kidding.
And since Rifo doesn't help me, so I don't put a lot of editing.
I just love how you put that out there because Rifo doesn't help.
What did I do?
He just sitting there.
So yeah, probably like 8 hours.
Okay. All right,
That's nothing for you, right?
It depends who.
I mean,
one of my recent Phoenix resale videos, actually, probably around the time this goes out, the documentary about SoCal, which, by the way, people have asked, where is the SoCal video for Pixel Game Squad?
It's in high demand.
It's going to be on Pixel. It's going to be on Phoenix Resale's channel. He shot a documentary. That video, I think I had like 54 hours into.
I mean, I may just send you that. My buddy finally finished the promo for SoCal.
Oh, nice.
Maybe I can just send that over to you, and they can have a glimpse of like maybe
a sneak peek. Yeah.
Nice.
One of the horror stories I heard from, I have some as well, but from like Metal Jesus. I don't remember what video it was, so don't quote me on it, but I went to his house. We were talking for a while, and he was telling me that at the time he I don't remember the company, but it flew to like Sierra or Blizzard or something, and like.
Oh, he told me that story.
Yeah, and he went to go. He filmed it all, got it all ready to go. Nice microphone, everything set up. Film this thing. You flew out there, get it done, interview all the bosses. It's a big thing. Tons of B-roll, and he gets home and he's like, sick. Can't wait to check this out. Turns on the clip. The mic was off. So just.
No way. I think that's one of my biggest fears with this is like because I go through all these processes and all that stuff, and one button I push, it doesn't hit the audio. We'd be screwed for a whole couple hours.
I got a question.
Yes.
For you.
Yes.
You remember when I started with you guys? You remember how many times you sent me a clip say like, "Thank you, Gabo, your finger is there."
Oh yeah, Gabo back in the day
How
too.
it feels.
You and Ricky, you're guilty too. There'd be times.
Ricky, well, excuse me, Ricky. You remember the period that Rifo, when we was going hunting, I asked for the camera. No. Yeah,
I was in auto film sometimes.
No. Don't give the camera to Gabo.
So I have two things to say about this. So you guys would like go hunt and be like, "Don't worry, we filmed it," and you guys would send me the most janky, boo-boo, 240p quality, worst footage I've ever seen in my life, and I'm like, "What am I supposed to do with this?" First of all, and then a big thing, they don't even know this, but a big retro Liberty thing is Ricky. Back in the day when we used to, and it was just us, we would switch holding cameras. What were the odds that you actually hit record most of the time when we would film?
It's like a 50-50.
Yep. I'd go back at the end of the day and watch it, and I could tell the clips I'm filming because Ricky's on the camera, and then the next clip, something's missing, and there's Ricky on camera again, and I'm like, oh, he never hit record.
You know what?
Whenever there's some good, I get so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, let's go.
I think we should just strap a GoPro to him and just see what he actually records for the entire day.
I'm down.
You would just have to hit record and walk. 'Cause you're not gonna, Ricky doesn't remember to film when he gets excited. When he gets excited, he doesn't hit record. And that would happen to us so many times back in the day. That was like a Ricky thing.
I've improved now.
So if I
Disaster Ricky.
Yep.
So if I go to the store and get you one of those little strap ones to put on your
I'll wear
chest, would you do it?
Yep, I'm gonna be next to Dusty the entire time.
I'll just say a POV of Ricky for the entire day.
I've also kind of learned that when I pass the camera to people, that I just hit record. Here you go. Here, record.
Yeah.
Then I know I've hit record. Then give them the camera.
You know, it happens to me. Actually that weekend in Utah. Like, I did a pickup and I passed the camera to Ryan and he forgot to hit the button. I was like, oh, it's okay. Bring me memories.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to always like press the button too many times. Like we'll just see like 1 second clips of everything, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry, dude, you're gonna have to figure that out later."
Yep.
No, I learned with these guys, especially when I grab the camera nowadays. I'm like, it is recording. I asked twice.
Yeah. Smart.
How has actually been recording with the 360 camera that you just bought?
Oh, it's great. I still need to, to get all the tricks, but it's way better than filming with my phone. And the cool thing is, the cool shots. So you're gonna see in my Utah video probably in like 5 months when it goes out. I did I grabbed the stick and I put it all the way to the top, filming 360. Why are you laughing, Ricky?
I'm not laughing.
That was.
He's definitely laughing.
Just the way you said it, I was like,
I pulled my stick.
I was like, okay, go.
Got it.
I recently have been. It's so weird. Like when YouTube first started, everyone was buying like little like mini pocket cameras. Like that was like the flips and like the quick little pocket cameras. And then as phones came along, everyone was so adamant about phones. And now I feel like we're in a place where we're almost getting past that, and people, at least maybe myself and a few others I know, are kind of like over filming on phones. I don't know what it is, but like even me personally, there was a time where I filmed with phones as well, but I like hate it now. I also hate the way it looks to like do this when I'm like with people. Maybe I've grown so like against people being on their phone all the time.
Because you're a perfectionist. That's why.
Well, but phones film good though. And with proper microphones, you can buy external mics. Something about like holding the phone, I don't know. It's a weird picky OCD thing.
Even with a tripod
So
like
he used to
that.
do it
It's
with a
not fun to hold.
tripod.
Is that what?
It's not fun to hold like that. The new camera.
Yeah.
Is so
Well,
nice. I'm like, this is so
now
cool.
that I'm using a good camera, a different camera.
Good camera.
Yeah, good camera with the stick. It feels different. Yeah, the stick open like this.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, again, phones film
Yes,
beautifully. I know many content creators who so retro Rick.
even better than some cameras, to be honest.
Now, yes, absolutely.
I got too shaky of hands for a phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's like this.
And I
don't know what it
would
is.
recommend to content creators if you're out there and you want to use your phone, that's fine. But I highly recommend getting better audio.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the butt to listen to. Retro Rick to this day doesn't use external microphones, which he literally has them, and I give him a hard time for. But it sounds fine. But before he even gives me the footage, I literally say, and where he's gotten, you fix the audio before you send it to me. Yeah. Because I hate phone audio. I hate the way it sounds.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it compressed?
It just doesn't sound. It's like when you listen to music through a phone.
I'm afraid to use microphone because probably people will understand me.
They'll hear you in
they're
HD.
They're gonna laugh more. I say, I don't understand these Gabonese.
It sounds fine from a phone. Totally sounds fine, at least if you're right there on the camera. But if you're talking to someone that's 5 feet away, it's just such a big difference in balance. Rick's good at audio adjusting that, so I let him deal with that. He's also a worship pastor.
What other thing I found out bad thing filming with phone? Sometimes you get in the moment, right? And you start filming and you put the finger in the microphone or whatever in the ear.
Yeah, it can be the mic, the receiver, the port, the whatever it's called. That? I don't even know. Receiver?
There's the microphone.
Right?
Yeah, it's a microphone.
Yeah.
But within the phone.
Hey,
wireless microphone? I don't know.
Yep.
Since we are in this topic, can we say that story about that amazing video we filmed a long time ago?
I don't know.
It never
that.
get out.
I don't know if we should say that.
I love when Rifa give me that look.
Okay, but
before this podcast goes out, I guarantee we're gonna get canceled in the last one.
That's the look Rifa give me. Like, shut up, God.
I will say this for protection of the other person. You can say that whole story, but don't say the person's name.
It's not that story. Oh yeah. No, the only thing I will say about that video probably was going to be one of the.
Well, you need to tell the audience what you're talking about. They don't know what we're talking about.
We filmed a video in the SWAT meet long time ago. How long was that, Ricky?
Come on, talk. Years.
3 or 4?
That was, like 3
and it was
years,
super funny. We did the $5 challenge. And, dude, it was... And Mikey was there, right?
No,
it was...
That's a different one.
Oh, okay.
That one went out.
Yeah.
That one, yeah, it was us three and
someone else.
Good friends. And, yeah, it was...
He's trying so hard not to say that.
Don't screw up, dude.
No, it was a crazy video. But I'm bringing up because it goes with the topic about deleting, clips and all that. Accidents happen.
Deleting clips.
And on my way here, I was remembering that video and also Ricky.
Okay, so I want to say it much more plainly. We filmed a video that was hilarious. It was wild. We had people drive down from far away.
It was
Gabo, we'll say this. Gabo was in a bra.
Gabo was in a bra.
Well, there's a small clip that I had.
Yes.
That you did it to me. Thanks. That's the only survivor of that amazing video.
Long story short, we filmed a funny video. It was crazy. It was hilarious. We put a lot of time and energy into it. And someone that was in the video was uncomfortable with us putting out the video after we put in all that work. And it definitely was upsetting for the time being. And there was some deeper backstory with it. But since the person is not here,
we love him.
Since the person's not here, I would never throw their name out because that's not my thing.
I love you.
That. Yes.
Okay, outside of YouTube, you guys ever had a project?
First, move on. Shuffle it. Shuffle next.
Yeah, because it's just gonna keep going. Outside of it, have you guys ever had done a project, not as in YouTube, but you were building something and then you basically had to restart it because you built it and it wasn't right?
We have one together, but go ahead, Ricky.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys want me to get into work stuff?
Do it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, this is the whole point.
I mean, it's not as cool as the editing stuff.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just
we're past that.
Ricky, talk.
At work, I use Adobe and a lot of Excel. So, dude, I was new to it at the time, I guess. So building maps, sending permits, doing all this stuff. Probably put in 2 hours, 3 hours worth of work on this thing, dude, and nonstop. I didn't, no breaks, no nothing. I was just oh, this is the best thing ever. I get a call. I think I got a call from him. I was on the phone with him.
Oops.
Probably for 30 minutes, and my computer, you know, if you don't use your computer, it shuts off.
Shuts off, yeah.
So, all right, come back on, turn it back on. My Excel turned off on its own. The Adobe turned off on itself. I didn't save it.
Oh.
But doesn't it autosave?
It didn't. I went back. I looked at it. Everything was there except for what I had just worked on. I was like,
PC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened to me before. I use this program at work. It's called AutoCAD. It's where you do drafting on maps. And it is very known for it to crash as a system. And it doesn't just autosave unless you put it in one of those like Lisps or what do you want to call it. It has an autosave feature, but you take it off because you don't want it to save when you're doing things and you're doing a project like construction, all that stuff. Anyway, I'm going through it. I'm doing 4 hours of work. I'm laying out this whole CAD work and this the property lines, everything, and I try to upload a map onto it, like a digital image. It crashes my entire system.
Yep.
Man, that happened too.
It froze, and I was like, I'm going home.
Dude, you gotta save like every 10 minutes. That's the
Dude, it really is. That is the trick.
That's why I like Final Cut Pro 10 with editing. It auto saves for you. If your computer crashes, you're
that
good.
used to happen a lot in the company we used to work. Remember?
Yeah? Yep.
It never happened to you
Yeah,
in
the strip club?
that pen unit.
This strip club.
Yeah,
When we worked at the club.
yeah.
No, that didn't happen.
With the pens.
So when I was learning, when you were teaching me how to do like Final Cut Pro and all that stuff,
Yes.
and I was uploading these podcast videos, and I was getting from Beto 50 gigabyte, or it was like something 50 gigabytes, and I'd work on it, and it renders. It crashed my computer. Like
I had to teach
1,000
basically
times.
Curtis that in Final Cut Pro, when you are editing and it's set to auto render, the file will every time it renders, every time you do anything, the whole project. So you have this 5 gigabyte project which turns into 120 gigs within a minute.
And I was getting a 50 gigabyte project, and it was turning 500 gigabytes within a couple cuts. I was like, no.
Here's a better one. Curtis came over one time, and I was like, hey, let's build my family. You have any free time? My family, we just ordered a big 12-foot trampoline, 14-foot trampoline.
Yeah.
And Curtis and I were like, yeah, let's do it. Dude, we can knock this out. Like, we build stuff all the time. Curtis and I are building it probably for a good 2.5 hours. And when we're all done, like completely done, all we have to do last is like pull on the netting. And for some reason, I know Curtis and I are stupid for not reading the directions, but also the stupid company, like if you have one of the bars, like they're all circles, but for some reason, if you don't flip them like a certain way upside down, you can't hook on the nets, which I know we should have read that. We were at the finish line putting on the nets, and then all of a sudden, like literally on the last like 5, we're like, wow, this won't reach. And I guess the clips were only on this one bar. We're supposed to be on this side, and we had to take apart. You have to take apart the whole thing to get the way it was. It was a certain way to where you have to take apart the whole entire thing just to clip the net back on. So that was like a good 5.5 hours. And I remember that night too, not wanting to tell my wife that we screwed up because I didn't want to make her think we're like two less of men. You know, like that's what men do. We
and
built
it happened
things.
on this shed too, when the second shed that we built, and it wasn't level, and we couldn't get the doors to close. And then the next week, it just auto leveled itself to close the doors.
Did we ever find out whose fault it was on the leveling? Ben, he looked over.
I think it was Curtis.
Me?
I was blaming Curtis, but then I felt bad. I think it was the both of us.
You think it was you? Oh, because you two were working on that.
We started it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the decision
we were doing
about
the
that
other
door
part.
thing
Yeah.
had to be like at the very
because
beginning.
the YouTubers wanted to film that day, right? They were like filming in the background.
Oh yeah, somebody took off. Ricky had to go or something.
Yeah,
He always has to go.
But we were already building it. So we
Yeah.
were filming our big pickup, the NES lot, and they were still doing.
Oh, that's right. And then Curtis and I were left to ourselves to try and figure it out, and we did not do a good job figuring it out.
I would say we equally messed up.
To be fair, while we were filming our video, Ricky and I bought this big lot, which is on YouTube. It was like the first video of the main NES
We still have
Pursuit.
both.
Yeah,
of that
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
It's the first video of our return to NES Pursuit.
Yeah.
To be fair, you guys were like, "Oh, we'll keep working on this." Well, you didn't tell me.
We worked on it.
Yeah, we did.
Not correctly though.
We got the walls up and everything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just did it wrong. No, it's okay. We all screw up like that, but yeah,
And, you know, eventually it finally worked out
it's
itself.
self-leveled
But
like
it was
a year.
so
It's a little
bad.
janky, but it's up.
It works great.
It holds itself together.
So was there ever like last question for you, Riff? I guess, was there a project other than Metal Jesus where you like actually everything got deleted out and you just
For sure.
couldn't?
Yeah, back in the day, I remember recording. It was a big video with, at the time, a channel called Arcade Impossible, Game Straight 1 at the time. When he was like cracking, he was pushing, 5-6K subs a week or so. He was just growing. And we filmed this big, long video with them, and I was all excited. And we were like, not newer, but maybe like, I don't know, 20K subs at the time. And I was like, sick. And I remember we got this big, long video, and for some reason, the SD card, when I went to put it in my computer, it's like, won't read. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like, it won't read. Put it in the camera, it says error. And I'm like, what the heck, error? And I just go through the wormhole of, looking on the internet, and basically come to find out the SD card just decided to go corrupt, and I couldn't get it back. I even sent it to SanDisk, the company who makes them, to get them to try to I don't even know,
Recover it
encrypt
somehow?
it, recover or something. And they're like, nope, it's gone. And I
I
was
think I
like,
remember that.
That happened
Yeah.
to us.
That was Retro Liberty?
yes.
No, that was Pixel Game.
No, it was Retro Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that also happened to us when we were picking up the arcades. One of the arcades at night,
The lens
the
stopped
lens
working.
stopped working. That's what it was.
When Ricky was using the camera, by the way.
Oh. Dude.
I just
Oh,
switched
you
on
just
and off.
released that one with the Play Choice 10, right?
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
where you guys said that.
Yeah.
Ricky was using the lens, and it suddenly stopped working.
That's like when I rolled down the window on the element, it just shattered. I was like, what?
Was that with me?
Yeah.
Wait, well, say that story. I can't remember that.
All right, so we were just driving, and I was rolling down the window. And
My window?
Yeah. Dude, we were coming back from the swap meet. I was rolling down the window, and your element, it just gave out, and the window just went, slid under. I was like, what just happened? You look at me. What'd you do? I'm like, I rolled down the window.
I do remember that. Ricky was using the window. You tell me. Did you touch the window? Did I?
Who was the closest one?
I guess it was me.
But I feel like the only person that can fix it is Ricky. You take your
Ricky,
door.
I don't even know
door
if I've ever told you this before, this story.
Oh, shoot.
A long time ago, Tom, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Tom's stepfather. Pops, a good friend of ours. We love Tom. Tom's awesome, dude. One of the first dudes I met when I met Ricky. Ricky used to have a moped, like a scooter one. And I don't know if you remember.
I still have it.
Wow.
Wait, what?
I
He's
still
a
have
moped.
it.
It's like an electric scooter in high school. And I don't know if you ever remember that Tom's, what do you call it? Side rear mirrors?
Oh, yeah. The side mirrors.
One of them broke off. When you weren't there, was going full speed on the moped, and I was trying to be stupid. And I remember I was riding the moped full speed, and I was like, and I had a skateboard with me. I was like, I wonder if I can ride both at the same time. So I put the skateboard next to my foot, and I'm like trying to get my foot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's working. And then I just all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, like full speed, looking down, and all of a sudden I just crashed my shoulder, boom, and I look, and it knocked off Tom's mirror on his car, and I just remember being like, oh shoot, and just immediately went back in the house, put on a shirt because I wasn't wearing a shirt, so you couldn't see a bruise. And I was just like, what up, guys? And never said a word about it.
Wait, didn't you end up buying that car later though?
I did end up buying that car later. I bought a Chevy Tahoe from Ricky's, from Tom Pops, like right out of high school.
Yeah.
And I remember I paid like a ball.
Cash.
I paid him like 13 grand cash.
What?
Like in high school. I was like,
Dude,
here
this
you
dude
go.
had like 2-3 jobs. And this was not editing times.
Told you guys, once I started
a
working,
couple
I
corners.
always worked.
Dude, he moved out right away.
Disaster refund.
He's one of the guys I know that moved out right away.
No,
right after high school.
I remember he showed me his apartment, his first apartment.
Yeah.
And it was the one you told me you opened the back door and there was like a pond there.
Yep.
Man, amazing.
18 years old, I moved, not because I had a great family life or was loving life, but 18 years old, I moved out, own apartment, no roommates, on a dock. I'd sit on the dock and feed birds and all this stuff.
That's what mans do.
Yeah.
I've been working since 12.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Since 12.
Here or in
No,
Puerto Rico?
in Puerto Rico and here.
What was your first job?
It was, I was helping my dad. Well, it's a long story, but.
Well, just tell me what your job was.
Well, let's call it bagger.
How long is it? What's a bagger? Like at a grocery store.
Person?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For a bagger.
But it
That's a
was
long story.
no, because his other job, but
Guys, it's a long one.
yeah,
A bagger.
well, that was a side job.
You were a beggar?
Bagger. Chris, everybody tell me your first job real quick. I'm curious.
Residential construction.
What did you just say?
Residential construction.
That's Gabonese.
Yeah.
Residential construction. And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
couldn't put together my shed properly.
Well, long story.
Your what?
Long story. I worked with my grandpa. That's why.
There you go. Yay.
Curtain.
Ben, first job?
First job, Kmart. I got the carts in Lansing, Illinois.
Cart retriever.
Whoa.
That's so cool.
That is kind of cool.
Ricky?
Yeah, my first unofficial job as a kid.
Unofficial, then official.
Unofficial Pizza Loca. I'd hang the little
What?
I'd hang the little things on all the doorknobs.
The sombrero?
You were the Mexican street
I
guy.
was the little. They're like, I'm like, hey, I want a pizza. They're like, deliver these, and we'll
He
give
was
you pizza.
brown back
so
then.
I go back every week for a pizza.
You're the guy who puts the cards on like the
did.
doorknobs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ricky, this is the greatest thing I've ever learned that I didn't know. Ever.
Dude, I wanted pizza.
Hey, that's fair.
Okay, then official.
Then In and Out. Technically
In and Out, okay.
official.
You guys work together in and out, right?
Yeah, so it wasn't my first job though. My first unofficial was my dad was always doing. He was a construction worker, and I would do construction with him. He was.
But you still don't know how to build, right?
Shut up, dude. I just helped. But my first official job was at a place called Sports Chalet. Was that what it's called?
You worked at Sports Chalet before In and Out?
Yeah. Sports Chalet was the first thing I did.
What is that?
It's like a Big Five, but it's a bigger,
this like a
like a chain. Yeah.
What's funny is I got the job too by not even looking for a job. I was at the mall, literally walking around, and like this guy stepped in front of me, and I was like, "Oh, excuse me, buddy," and like just started like chit chatting. You know how I do. And like 5 minutes later, he's like, "I like your personality." He's like, "I'm the manager at Sports Chalet. Would you like a job?" And I was like, "Sure." He's like, "Do you know about snowboarding?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I don't know jack about snowboarding."
You want to hear two cool story? Quit. It's really cool.
And then I got my job and worked there. I didn't finish.
No.
that.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
The story wasn't done, but okay.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Sorry.
You want to know differently? Yeah. Okay, so Ricky, it's like, what the freak, bro?
I got my gavel this year.
Basically, yes. I took the job, worked in the snowboarding department without knowing anything about snowboarding, and I'm going to be 100% honest. I was a young kid. I would just say whatever. They agreed with the customers. Are these the best bindings? Yep, they are.
When you were in Puerto Rico, were there still guys with the ice cream going like coconut, pineapples?
They still do that out
They
here.
still do that in Santa Ana.
I mean, like they're actually on the beach, like with the little, like,
with the little
scoopers.
parts. Yeah.
They still do them sometimes in Huntington, too.
It's one of my favorite ice creams. It's like almost like a gelato type thing, but it's like frozen. Like
Piragua. That's like shave.
piranha.
Piragua.
Oh,
That's like what they call here the Hawaiian shave. Like
Shave ice.
Snow
Yeah.
cones.
it's so good.
yeah, piragua.
It-
I had a lot of shave ice in Hawaii.
Yeah, real quick.
Yes.
So
Ricky, what do you think?
No, seriously. This is a cool one. I just remember my first official job.
Yes.
I took it to buy my first Super NES, the console. And the first unofficial job, I took it to buy Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, with the paychecks.
Yes,
Got it.
that's it.
Our first in and out, we went together to
The
get
Xbox, right?
Xbox with
There you
Halo.
go. See?
Yep.
You guys bought video games, dang! I didn't.
Literally
Dude,
bought the
that-
first. Yeah,
I bought,
that
like-
sign came from the store we bought it
Hey,
from.
so
I bought
That Super
skate
Nintendo
shoes.
sign.
that's for all you out there that say we don't play games. We are not gamers.
I play a lot of games
We're
lately.
just not like informed gamers. We're just like to play them.
I like to play. I don't need to. Like we got heat because the NES Championship Edition came out on the podcast like 2 days before the podcast, and everyone's like, "You guys haven't played it yet," and I'm like, "Dude, it's been out for 2 days." Not being mean.
I didn't play it yet.
I have other things to do.
Open it.
I had other things to do. Like it's not the
To
first
be
thing
honest,
do.
out of everybody in the group, I think I'm the one that play most.
You probably play the most retro games? No, because actually Risk played a lot.
Well, actually, that's another hot topic, but I don't know. I've been playing more retro than nowadays games, to be honest.
I do play a lot of retro games.
Yeah, I
right
know
now.
you are, but you know me. I play a lot.
You
of
play new and old.
new, yeah.
Yeah, I've
But
been playing more
lately,
new.
I will say for the last couple of months, I've been playing a lot of NES, Super NES.
Every time he's bought a game, he's been literally playing it.
Yep.
That's good. That's a real gamer.
You know, I'd like to
I
pretend
think all
I'm one.
people who play
What
games
is,
are
out
gamers.
of everything you bought already, what is your favorite one so far that you never played before?
Oh, that I
you
hadn't
put
played?
that you put it and you was amazed like holy crap.
I'm gonna have to go over here. You guys hold that conversation.
Yeah.
What about you, Ricky?
I can't wait to react to the other stuff.
Believe it or
later.
not, Frankenstein.
It's so good.
It's a great game. I never knew
Curtis-
how good it was.
What, for NES?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm still gonna stick with Super Power Blade 2.
Ben? Ben?
No.
What I've played recently?
Yeah.
I haven't played a lot recently, to be honest.
Dude,
I'm a fake gamer.
I've been trying to finish
You're a
1943.
liar. He's a liar.
What have I played?
You haven't been playing it, but you've been working on systems.
Well,
So-
I mean, I do
You-
my modding stuff, but
I wasn't gonna say that.
actually,
but-
okay. PlayStation
Allegedly.
2, God of War. There it is. God of War. I played
That
some
that
God
was
of
the
War.
other Ben. Yeah.
Actually, no. Me and
That's
Ben.
the brown Ben.
So actually, what I've been wanting to do with Ben is I went over to his house like a couple days ago, and we were playing the Gears of War story.
Yeah, of course.
We're playing campaign.
cool.
Yeah.
Gears of War
Xbox
so
360.
That's so
Heck
perfect
yeah.
to play co-op.
Curtis, Gears of War is so good.
Oh, dude, this shirt. He's just flexing. No,
Hey.
I want to play it with Ben like through and through.
You guys ever play, of course, 1943 on the NES?
Yes.
Sure.
Of
Not a
course
long
you-
time.
Dude, I've been trying to finish that freaking game.
Give me a day.
Challenge on camera. Let's challenge. I need proof.
Wait.
You know I'll beat it.
Can you do game for game? One for SNES and one for
I'll
NES.
beat it.
And
All right, you beat.
you say one day.
All right, you beat Hagane.
Deal.
Have you tried to beat Hagane?
Yeah, I didn't pass the first stage.
No save states. No save states.
Okay, bro, I got the easier deal of beating 1943. Hagane is very.
How many
hard.
stages is 1943?
I don't know.
Well,
I only played 1943
Hey, I
a lot.
challenge you to finish Galaga.
What the?
Okay, did you already find the game that you were talking about over there?
I'm not trying to sound dumb, but me and Ricky, I mean, I played so many games as a kid and emulated every single NES game with Ricky back in the day. So I looked at every game like, I pretty much played them all before I got them this time around. So I didn't really have one.
All right, no worries.
He say one really good, Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. I forgot how good
That's
it was.
a good
That's
one.
a good call, Frankenstein.